So I have a question for you. Have you ever made a suggestion to your team and someone responds with, "Ugh, we've tried that. It was a disaster." Well, what happens next? Typically, the idea just dies and everyone moves on. Well, the problem with that really is that we tried it or we tried it before means we're never trying that again. So, this phenomenon has a few names. Some psychologists call it anticipatory grief, meaning this didn't work for me before and I anticipate that it won't work again. Some business writers call it organizational scar tissue. I just call it brain blockers. But regardless of the name, the concept is the same underneath. The concept is this idea burned us, so we are shutting the door on it permanently, no matter how the circumstances have changed. And most likely, the circumstances have changed since the original idea was tested. Time moves on, the market changes, the tech changes. So many things have likely changed since that original idea came about. So you may think, okay, this is one revisited idea that maybe we don't look at. Who cares? It's fine. But here's where it could really cost you and your team. First of all, someone, maybe a competitor, chooses to run with your originally obviously bad idea and they don't have the scar tissue, they don't have the brain blocker, and they win with this idea. Secondly, your team's creative range slowly gets smaller with every unexamined no that the team just accepts. And lastly, potentially the scariest thing is that this no, we've tried this before response gets mistaken for wisdom rather than questioned. And this is especially difficult when the no is coming from a more senior person. So next time you hear, "Ugh, we tried that before," ask these two questions before just moving on. What were the conditions like at the time the idea was tried? And how have the conditions changed today? That's it. That will give you enough to determine if the idea should be pushed a little further. We've tried it once shouldn't automatically mean we'll never try it again. Failed once doesn't mean failed forever. What we've tried it before ideas do you have in your team right now? Ask some questions, dig a little deeper. You might have a great old new idea on your hands to explore.